Alright, so talking about characters that could return to the Resident Evil franchise in the future, we have another one today, and that is Moira Burton. And there are two characters in this game, actually, that could definitely see a return in the future. I guarantee you most of you know who that is, the second character is. But today we're going to talk about Moira. I think the return of Moira could be an interesting one. I think there's a lot of potential for the character, considering who she is and who she's related to and stuff like that. I think, you could definitely make an interesting game with the character as well, considering what her personality is like in Revelations 2. I know a lot of it is kind of resolved at the end of the game, but for the most part, there's an interesting game right there. So first off, to briefly go over kind of, who the character is, it is the daughter of Barry Burton. Barry Burton is one of the STARS team that goes to the Spencer Mansion in the original game. He goes there with Chris, Jill, and Wesker to investigate what's going on. He doesn't really appear much after that. I believe he's in either the second or the third game at the end. But other than that, that's really pretty much it. And on top of that, obviously, he could return as well, but he's definitely one of the characters that is getting older. So having Moira come back in a future game is more likely than Barry, maybe. Now, what's interesting about Moira's character, and this is from the gameplay perspective of Revelations 2, for the most part until near the end of the game, is she has a bit of a phobia of guns. And for the most part, when you play as her or when she's with you, she's using melee weapons. So that really does open the door for a really, really horror-focused entry into the series. Have a character that doesn't use guns, melee weapons, and hiding and stuff like that. I know it'll probably sound kinda like maybe a mix of like an Outlast game mixed with a Resident Evil game where your character isn't actually able to fight and you have to run and hide or kind of hit things with melee weapons to stun them and stuff like that, potentially. But it'll be an interesting way to kind of really push the game towards the horror that hasn't been in the games for a while. I think whichever way you look at it, with the original games, 1, 2, 3, and 7 mainly it's a horror game, absolutely. Are they scarier than other games? Absolutely. But what would really make it scary is to give the player no guns. There's no guns, there's no weapons, you can't use guns. You have like a bit of wood or a metal pipe or something like that. And the enemies do not mess around either, like they're still aggressive. So you gotta kind of like pick your moments. In terms of a storyline with Moira, I'm not sure what they could do. I really do think they should definitely kind of make a storyline that has her kind of maybe looking into more about what happened to her dad when he was younger and when he was like really part of the STARS team. Maybe that would be pretty cool to see. Or give the character a completely original story, new game, new character to follow, new events that happen, and flesh out the world even more. There's plenty of opportunity there with this character, and I think how the character kind of behaves in Revelations and the personality of the character, she's quite like a, she's got an attitude, she's more of an attitude-y kind of character, she swears a lot, she shit talks people. And it is good to see that in a character that isn't like mega serious, you know what I mean? Like a lot of the characters we play in Resident Evil outside of like maybe Ethan they're used to it, that it's happened to them before, they're more professional, and having a character that is not that would definitely be a different way to take the series. But that's pretty much going to do it. Again, there are plenty of characters out there that do need to return in some way, and I do have more videos coming out soon. There is a bigger one coming with a character that is in Revelations 2. If you can guess who that is, well done. But yeah, the second character in question is a big one, and it's a big video, so hopefully you guys look forward to that. But thank you all for watching. Remember to leave your thoughts on Moira's character down below in the comments. If you do want to see her return, let me know. If you have a different idea on how she could return or what they could do with the character, do let me know. But yeah, thank you all for coming by. Remember to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy, and subscribe if you are new for brand new Resident Evil content every single day. And as always guys, I'll catch you in the next one.